Two Army privates running the Opana radar station are suddenly startled by blips on the screen. 50 planes headed for Oahu. Immediately, they report the sightings to the Army Operations Center. They're dismissed as U.S. planes coming from the mainland. Aircraft designated for the second wave of the attack take off. Now there is an air armada of 350 planes in flight to Pearl Harbor. For many people in Hawaii, military and civilian alike, it's a sleep-in Sunday morning. But church bells are already being rung for early morning services. And some servicemen who manage to get up on time attend an outdoor mass said by their chaplain. Messenger boy Todeo Fuchikami picks up General Marshall's urgent cable for delivery to General Short. He takes his time. It hasn't been marked urgent or first priority. Commander Fuchida's first wave armada is on course. Below, in the clear, sunlit air, lay Battleship Row. In a clarion voice, Fuchida sings out the words, "Tora, Tora, Tora! Tiger, tiger, tiger." Sleepy-eyed sailors and Marines, their breakfast getting cold, mistake the attack for some crazy kind of air raid drill. They think the planes are American. One of the men shouts, "This is the best damn drill the Air Force ever put on." When they catch sight of the rising suns on the wings, they begin feverishly defending themselves. But none of the anti-aircraft batteries has ammunition ready. The superbly coordinated attack goes off like clockwork. At 7:55 a.m., dive bombers hit Hickam and Wheeler airfields. Two minutes later, torpedo planes start their run on Battleship Row. 3 minutes later, zero strafe other air bases. At 8:05, high-level bombers target the battleships. Through the thunder of attack, commercial radio announcements are alerting civilians.
Stay at home, get off the roads and stay off. Don't block traffic.
Shattered men, many in agony, are rushed to hospitals. The air is thick with the stench of burned flesh. Doctors and nurses work frantically. It is Fushida's first wave of aircraft that hits the Arizona, which erupts like a volcano. Flames burst 500 feet into the air. General Short sets aside Sunday mornings for golf. When an aide breathlessly informs him that Pearl Harbor is being bombed, the general snaps, "That is ridiculous." Fushida's deadly first wave sinks the West Virginia. Now the Oklahoma, a battle wagon moored outboard of the USS Maryland, shudders with torpedo hits. She begins listing and capsizes. The men below decks are trapped. More torpedoes rip into the battleships California and Nevada. Humiliated by their tardiness, Kuroso and Ambassador Nomura are an hour and 20 minutes late in presenting Tokyo's long decoded message, painstakingly typed to Secretary of State Cordell Hull. Hull peruses the note as though he didn't know its contents, but he treats the two Japanese with icy contempt. At the same time, at Pearl Harbor, bombers are swarming on the USS Nevada, releasing torrents of destruction. On the other side of Ford Island, high-level bombers are dropping bombs from 10,000 feet. A stray Japanese bullet breaks through a window and grazes Admiral Kimmel's chest. He's unhurt, but the Admiral says, "It would have been merciful had it killed me." Now the second wave, made up of bombers and fighters, arrives to attack. But this time, anti-aircraft batteries are well manned and fully loaded. Dive bombers rain down on the Pennsylvania, which is in dry dock. The Tennessee takes 2 hits. Second wave planes scream down over Wheeler Air Base to complete its destruction. But the vital element of surprise is lacking, and Americans are fighting back. After the last bomb is dropped, the United States of America virtually has a Pacific fleet no longer. 8 battleships, 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and 4 auxiliary ships are sunk or damaged. Some 350 planes are damaged or destroyed. In just 110 minutes, Japan kills more than 3,000 Americans. The Japanese lost 29 planes and fewer than 200 men. By mid-afternoon, the Western Union messenger delivers General Marshall's urgent top-secret warning. The Army and Navy spends the rest of Sunday putting out fires. Arizona alone will burn for 3 days. With each new message, the president shakes his head with stunned incredulity. Throughout America, in the waning winter light, people gather. Strangers assure each other in low whispers, "We'll wipe them off the face of the earth." Some people feel shame. Others just stare solemnly, deeply, and say nothing. America is bleeding.
I ask that the Congress declare a state of war has existed between the United States and the Japanese Empire.